This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, August 24th. I'm James Spann. What is the deal with Isaac? A lot of questions. We'll see if we can answer them this morning. First off, around here, before the sun comes up, things are nice and quiet. That's a look at downtown Birmingham. The sky's clear. Here's our sky cam on the campus of the University of Montevallo, and this is the one to be watching in coming days. That's our Gulf Shore sky cam for those that are new. This has been there for years. It is on top of the Phoenix All Suite, which is adjacent to the public beach. Now, they've got this big SEC Fest going on down there this weekend. You see some tents set up down there. This is a big SEC football preview weekend. They've got a number of the SEC coaches there this weekend that will be speaking. A lot of people in town. Keep in mind, Isaac's impact, if any, will be well after this weekend is over. It'll be early next week. But obviously, our official friends there and government are watching Isaac very carefully. Short term, we're fine. Dry air, chance of rain very small this weekend. Any shower should be isolated. Humidity values a little higher, highs around 90. Still feels good this morning. Still one spot in the 50s. Fort Payne at 59. Most everybody else in the 60s. All right, this graphic, of course, will change a lot. This is the rain over the next 5 days. The QPF chart from HPC. It all depends on Isaac. This is valid through Tuesday evening of next week, and they're suggesting about 8 inches of rain around the Florida Keys, and all depending on the track of Isaac. Somebody across the southeastern states ought to get a big soaking. Who will it be? We'll see if we can address that. There's the broad view. Of course, Isaac is the one we'll talk about this morning. Joyce is kind of fizzling out. That's the system behind Isaac. It's a weak tropical depression hanging on for dear life, really void of convection, and a new wave coming off the coast of Africa. There's a look at Joyce this morning. Understand, this thing is still a disorganized storm. Top winds are 45 miles an hour. Minimal tropical storm. It has had a hard time getting its act together. It's been moving along very quickly. Until this thing slows down a bit, it's going to have a hard time. And we don't think it becomes a hurricane until it reaches the Gulf of Mexico. All right, model fans. The model shifted west last night. Now they've shifted back a little to the east. This is the 06 Z set, and there was a slight eastward adjustment. And again, don't be shocked. You're going to see these things jogging around here. But you've got modeling showing landfall anywhere from near Pass Christian, Mississippi to Apalachicola. The majority of the models are somewhere in the vicinity of Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Destin. Let's take a look at the GFS. This is the 06Z run. It has shifted east. Now remember, now the GFS has the good dropson data from that NOAA research aircraft that was down there yesterday, and it has it making landfall a little east of Panama City. And remember, as you look at all this modeling, the worst impact will be along and east of the circulation center. That is where the onshore flow will be. That will be the storm surge area. And if this happens to be correct, it wouldn't be that bad in Gulf Shores or Pensacola and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. They'll be on the offshore flow side. The European has shifted east, and it does use the dropson data. There's been a question, does the European model take that data? Yes, it does. And instead of bringing it to the Sabine Pass, it is now near Pensacola. And this would be late Tuesday night at a little after midnight local time. The Canadian suggesting landfall around Apalachicola, but at least we're getting better agreement here. We've had these wild outliers, and the NAM, has been an outlier, but it's now kind of looking like the other models, although it's much slower. This is Monday at midday. It's got the thing near Key West. All right, analogs, a little muddy now, for early in the game. It looked like this would be kind of an East Coast storm with the analogs. Now you got one that shoots it into Central America. That was Fifi in 1974. You got Carmen in 1974 showing up. That was a Louisiana storm. You got Emily from last year. That was a Florida storm. But here's the track. This is where the Hurricane Center track is located this morning. They've shifted ever so slightly east based on, out of respect to the new model runs, the 06Z runs, and they've got it coming in really near Orange Beach. Alabama, after midnight Tuesday night with landfall at 2 a.m. Wednesday. Now, they've got it as a minimal Category 1 hurricane at the time of landfall. Hey, that water in the Gulf is really warm. There is great oceanic heat content, latent heat energy stored. And my concern is rapid intensification. Once this thing gets off Cuba coming up in there, hits that loop current, this could ramp up in a hurry on that track. So I do have great concern. And we are recommending that everybody on the Gulf Coast, really from New Orleans, I really think New Orleans will be on the dry side. They'll be all right. But understand, there's still some uncertainty here. New Orleans all the way over to Appalachia need to kind of get the readiness kit together. Think about if there's an evacuation, where you're going to go, because this is Friday. The weekend's going to eat up a lot of time, and all of a sudden it's going to be Monday, and this thing will be coming in Tuesday night. So now is the time to think preparation. And, of course, we'll have a much higher confidence level with each day as we get closer to this. We'll take a look at the one behind it. This is Joyce. It's barely there. If it survives, it will recurve, and the Hurricane Center keeps it a depression all along. Wave coming off the coast of Africa, kind of disorganized. A few models pick it up. The BAM set, the deep recurves it. The middle and the shallow keep it going, and we got plenty of time to watch that. All right, this is the operational GFS. This is the OZ run. Valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Still a weakness here. In the upper flow, they should be mostly sunny. High around 90. Good deal of sunshine. Tomorrow, so stay dry. I see slight chance of a shower. Anything should be isolated. And the same thing on Sunday. That looks dry as a bone. Isaac is coming up on the Florida Keys Monday. And again, this is each day's at 1 o'clock local time in the afternoon. This thing has, and again, this run has the new data in, the dropson data from the research aircraft down there. The thing is a little west of Fort Myers. And Tuesday at midday, it brings the thing in toward Destin and Pensacola. This is 1 o'clock local time Tuesday. So this run is faster than previous runs. And if it keeps going quickly like that, it won't have as much time to strengthen. The greatest concern is a slower moving hurricane that hits the loop current, really explodes, and it comes in as a major hurricane. Let's hope it keeps moving fast and stays a weaker system. This is Wednesday at midday. The remnant circulation is near Birmingham, Alabama. And if that's right, we'd have a soaking rain on Wednesday. And then Thursday, what's left of it is up in western Kentucky. And a week from today, it begins to recurve northeast through Ohio. And we dry out again. We'll check the end of the forecast September the 8th. Ooh, I'm telling you, maybe in September we'll get the heat that was a no-show in August. That looks kind of hot with a big old 588 ridge in place here. And that would be dry if that is correct. All right, that's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. I'll be on the road in Nashville today, so not so sure I'll be able to crank out an afternoon video, but certainly we'll have a detailed discussion up on the blog by mid-afternoon. We'll try and maybe crank one up tonight since so many people are watching these, and we'll do them throughout the weekend as well. Catch us on the news this evening. I'll be back in time for the 5 o'clock news, but Ashley Brand will be there at 4. We'll be on at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Weather.